Part 11 of The Story of Mary MacLane. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Reading by Kristen Hughes. The Story of Mary MacLane by Mary MacLane, Part 11. March 12th. Everything is so dreary, so dreary. I feel as if I would like to die today. I should not be the tiniest bit less unhappy afterward, but this life is unutterably weary. I am not strong. I cannot bear things. I do not want to bear things. I do not long for strengths. I want to be happy. When I was very little, it was cold and dreary also, but I was certain it would be different when I should grow and be 10 years old. It must be very nice to be 10, I thought, and one would not be nearly so lonesome. But when the years passed and I was 10, it was just exactly as lonesome. And when I was 10, everything was very hard to understand. But it will surely be different when I am 17, I said. I will know so much when I am 17. But when I was 17, it was even more lonely, and everything was still harder to understand. And again I said, faintly, everything will become clearer in a few years more, and I will wonder to think how stupid I have always been. But now the few years more have gone, and here I am in loneliness that is more hopeless and harder to bear than when I was very little. Still, I wonder indeed to think how stupid I have been, and now I am not so stupid. I do not tell myself that it will be different when I am 25, for I know that it will not be different. I know that it will be the same dreariness, the same nothingness, the same loneliness. It is very, very lonely. It is hope deferred and maketh the heart sick. It is more than I can bear. Why was I ever born? I cannot live and I cannot die, for what is there after I am dead? I can see myself wandering in the dark and lonely places. Yet I feel as if I would like to die today. March 13th. If it were pain alone that one must bear, one could bear it. One could lose one's sense of everything but pain. But it is pain with other things. It is the sense of pain with the sense of beauty and the sense of the anemone. And there is that mysterious pain. Who knows the name of that mysterious pain? It is these mingled senses that torture me. March 14th. I have been placed in this world with eyes to see and ears to hear, and I ask for life. Is it to be wondered at? Is it so strange? Should I be content merely to see and to hear? There are other things for other people. Is it atrocious that I should ask for some other things also? Is thy servant a dog? March 15th. In these days of approaching emotional nature, even the sand and barrenness begin to stir and rub its eyes. My sand and barrenness is clothed in the awful majesty of countless ages. It stands always, through the never-ending march of the living and the dead. It may have been green once, green and fertile, and birds and snakes and everything that loves green growing things may have lived in it. It may have sometime been rolling prairie. It may have been submerged in floods. It changed and changed in the centuries. Now it is sand and barrenness, and there are no birds and no snakes, only me. But whatever change came into it, whatever its transfiguration, the spirit of it never moved. Flood or fertility or rolling prairie or barrenness, it is only itself. It has a great self, a wonderful self. I shall never forget you, my sand and barrenness. Some day shall my thirsty life be watered, my starved heart fed, my asking voice answered, my tired soul taken into the warmth of another with the intoxicating sweetness of love? It may be. but I shall remember the sand and barrenness that is with me in my nothingness. The sand and barrenness and the memory of the anemone lady are all that are in any degree mine. And so, then, I shall remember it. As I stand among the barren gulches in these days and look away at the slow awakening hills of Montana, I hear the high, swelling, half-tired, half-hopeful song of the world. As I listen, I know that there are things, other than the virtue and the truth and the love, that are not for me. There is beyond me, like me, the unbreaking, undying bond of human fellowship, a thing that is earth-old. It is beyond me, and it is nothing to me. In my intensest desires, in my widest longings, I never go beyond self. The ego is the all. Limitless legions of women and men in weariness and in joy are one. They are killing each other and torturing each other and going down in sorrow to the dust. But they are one. Their right hands are joined in unseen sympathy and kinship. But my two hands are apart and clasped together in an agony of loneliness. I have read of women who have been strongly, grandly brave. Sometimes I have dreamed that I might be brave. The possibilities of this life are magnificent. To be saturated with this agony, I say at times, and to bear with it all, not to sink beneath it, but to vanquish it, and to make it the grace and comeliness of my entire life from the beginning to the end. Perhaps a woman, a real woman, could do this. But I? No. I am not real. I do not seem real to myself. In such things as these my life is a blank. There was Charlotte Corday, a heroine whom I admire above all the heroines. And more than she was a heroine, she was a woman, and she had her agony. It was for love of her fair country. To suffer and do and die for love of something, it is glorious. What must be the exalted ecstasy of Charlotte Corday's soul now? And I, with all my manifold passions, I am a coward. I have had moments when vaguely and from far off it seemed as if there might be bravery and exaltation for me, when I could rise far over myself. I have felt unspeakable possibilities. While they lasted, what wonderful emotion was it that I felt! But they are not real. They fade away. They fade away. And again come the varied phenomena of my life to bewilder and terrify me. Confusion, chaos, damnation. They are not moments of exaltation now. Poor little Mary MacLane. If to do were as easy as to know what were good to do, chapels had been churches and poor men's cottages princes' palaces. I do not know what to do. I do not know what were good to do. I would do nothing if I knew. I might add to my litany this: Most kind devil, deliver me from myself. March 16th. Today I walked over the sand, and it was almost beautiful. The sun was sinking, and the sky was filled with roses and gold. Then came my soul and confronted me. My soul is a wondrous fair. It is like a young woman. The beauty of it is too great for human eyes to look upon. It is too great for mine. Yet I look. My soul said to me, I am sick. I answered, and I am sick. We may be well, said my soul. Why are we not well? How may we be well? I asked. We may throw away all our vanity and false pride, said my soul. We may take on a new life. We may learn to wait and to possess ourselves in patience. We may labor and overcome. We can do none of these things, I cried. Have I not tried all of them some time in my short life? And have I not waited and wanted until you have become faint with pain? Have I not looked and longed? Dear soul, why do you not resign yourself? Why can you not stay quiet and trouble yourself and me no more? Why are you always straining and reaching? There isn't anything for you. You are wearing yourself out. My soul made answer. I may strain